So it's like, it's, you know, it's those things, like, it's like, what was it? I have an alter ego, and her name is Söhbət, and I love her very much. I mean, she is part of me, and she lives in the mountains. She has a family. She works in the local kindergarten, so she kind of has a life of her own. And sometimes when I can't manage, I invite her to give me a hand, to like participate in an exhibition instead of me, or do work instead of me. So initially, her sort of her persona is a woman from the mountain, and she's an homage to most of my Dagestani female relatives that take on incredible amount of work. So she's super strong, so she casually does very hard things, but sort of on a day-to-day basis. Like, for example, there's a viral video that circulates on the internet where she gets out of the car, pushes a giant boulder off the road and keeps on driving. There's another work where she came across a story how in one of the museums in Dagestan there was an attempted theft of a Rothschild painting, and two invigilators, Maria Karkmasova and Khmisat Abdullaeva, prevented that theft. So she decided to create a large bronze monument to them and carried this monument into different museums, trying to find a place for this story, for this invisible act, for these two women whose labor is not always recognized. So she does kind of things like that, whatever she's excited about. It's funny, it's like we were discussing with a friend of mine, Dasha Khan, this alter ego situation and the second self that you sometimes detach, and usually it's sort of a different type of detachment. It's a detachment that can be free, but in my case, maybe Söhbət is a more patriarchal detachment. So this could be separated. So perhaps I can be more free. That's sort of how I conceptualize that persona. Also, if I talk a lot, you'll never get my mouth. So I have to talk really, really slowly in order for you to capture something. To actually capture something.